Hello traders, welcome to First Bars Academy. So today we're going to be going over our the five pairs that we usually go over every single week, and we're going to be doing a weekly breakdown. So from last week, last Monday, we analyzed the markets at the beginning of the crypto week. So as we already know, the crypto week starts every Monday, unlike the regular week that starts on Sunday. So the weekly candle rather, closes by 1 a.m. on Monday morning. So it's always important to look out for the way that the weekly candle closed so that you gain a perspective on what to expect from the markets in the coming days. So let's go straight to the charts and let's see how the weekly candle closed and what to expect from the five pairs on our watch list. So the first pair that we're going to look at is DOGE USDT, which is Dogecoin. So we are currently on the daily time frame on Dogecoin. So what price action can we see? So on the daily time frame, we identified these previous levels of demand, right? So let's see how these levels correspond with the way the weekly time frame closed. So on the weekly time frame, we can see clearly that price is currently testing this level of demand, right? So since we've identified a demand on the weekly time frame using this sell to buy candle, then what do we expect around this level of demand? So currently price is giving a kind of reaction to it. So we could expect price to give a bullish reaction to this level of demand this week. Right, so as long as price stays above this level of demand, you can be looking for buy opportunities on Doge USDT. So coming back to the daily time frame, we can see clearly that price is rejecting this level of demand that we have on the weekly, and it also corresponds to these areas that we identified previously on the daily time frame. So we have this level and we have another level right here again. So we could be expecting price to give us a nice bullish reaction from this point back to the upside. So how do we know that price is ready to give us a move back to the upside? We can identify this move simply by waiting for the daily candle to close. Right, so we have to wait for the daily candle to close. So once today closes as a bullish engulfing, rejecting this level of demand that we have on the daily time frame, then we can be looking forward to taking buy opportunities in the market. Right, so let's stay patient and let's see how today will close. So once we get a bullish candle close, then we can be looking forward to taking buy opportunities. However, we have to monitor price action closely on the 4-hour time frame. So as we already know, since we have our demand on the weekly and daily time frame, the next time frame to be looking for a level of demand in should be the 4-hour time frame. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have this level of demand here. So let's see how price will react to this area before shifting back to the upside again. So if price breaks below this 4-hour demand, then we could be looking forward to a retest and a further sell off in the markets. So it's important to monitor price action around this level of demand. So let's clear our chart so that I can mark that up clearly. So this level of demand right here should be your area of interest. So the next pair that we're going to look out for is Cardano. So on Cardano, we are currently on the weekly time frame. So what price action can we see on the weekly time frame? So looking at the weekly time frame, we can identify a level of demand, right? So as you already know, the two things that you should be looking towards identifying in the market are simply supply and demand, and your job as a trader is to react to the way price acts around those levels. So currently, price is rejecting this level of demand on the weekly time frame. And last week we had a nice retest We can also see closely that last week the candle closed above this level of demand, which shows that there's a kind of bullish liquidity inside this level. So if this bullish liquidity will be strong enough to push the market back to the upside, then we could get a nice move back to the upside from this point, right? So this demand right here is going to say is going to have a lot to say when it comes to price starting a new move back up or giving a further dip back to the downside. So now that we've identified our demand on the weekly time frame, let's head over to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, we can see clearly that our weekly demand also corresponds with price action on the daily time frame. So you can see that price gave a nice impulse to the upside, a correction back to our daily demand, and then a nice bullish run in the previous weeks. So currently last week, price came back to this level of demand again. So price created this level of demand, and currently price is back to this level of demand again, and we are getting a bullish engulfing. So let's see how this daily candle closes, right? So if this daily candle will close as a bullish candle, then we can be looking forward to taking buy opportunities in the market, at least back to this level of supply that we have here. So let's monitor price action closely inside this level for trading opportunities. So heading over to the 4-hour time frame, let's see if we can identify the 4-hour levels of demand that we have in the market. So looking at the 4-hour time frame, we can see clearly that price created this level of demand previously, and we have to monitor price action inside this level. Right, so we could see price come for a retracement again back to this level and then a continuation back to the upside. Now, is this going to happen for sure? We don't know, but then all we know is if we get a retracement back to this demand, then we can be looking forward to taking buy opportunities. However, if price breaks below this 4-hour demand, then we can we could see price give us a further sell opportunities. But then as long as price stays above this 4-hour demand, we are only looking towards capitalizing on buy opportunities. So you would be doing the right thing if you're monitoring price action above this demand, and then let's see how the daily candle closes for today. So the next pair that we're going to look out for is Binance Coin, right? So on BNB, we are currently on the weekly time frame. So what price action do we have on the weekly time frame? We have a very interesting price action setting up. As we can see, by identifying our level of demand, we know that price is currently testing a level of demand that was created previously, right? So price came back last week and then price closed inside this level of demand. So we could see a kind of bullish reaction from the market at this point, at least back to this previous supply zone at this level. So we have to monitor price action on the daily time frame and on the 4-hour time frame to see if the demand zones that will be created on those time frames will be held. So let's head over to the daily time frame and let's see what we have. So currently on the daily time frame, we have a very interesting price action setting up. So on our previous markets breakdown, on our previous daily market breakdown, you if you watched it, you would see that we identified a level of demand at this point, right? And we're expecting price to give us a kind of bullish reaction at this point. So currently we are getting a bullish reaction currently in the markets, which is a very nice thing to see. So how do we know whether for sure this is a bullish environment? Well, we need to wait patiently until the daily candle closes. right? So once we wait until the daily candle closes, then we can know for sure whether price is actually creating a bullish reaction. So if today closes as a bullish candle on BNB, then I'll be looking forward to taking buy opportunities, right? So it's up to us to monitor price action on the daily time frame by 1 a.m. this night rather. Once price closes as a bullish engulfing, then you can monitor price action according to the rules of your strategy. You can now take a trading opportunity. So heading over to the 4 hour, let's identify our 4 hour demand. So if you look closely, you would see that price created a 4 hour demand zone here, right? So this was our last sell to buy candle on the 4 hour time frame. So now what do we have to do from this point? So now that we've identified this demand zone, we are waiting to see if price will come back to test this level and give us a rejection back to the upside. So it's also no coincidence that the market created a level of demand on the 4 hour time frame exactly at the same level where the daily time frame demand was, right? So it's important to look for these types of confluence in the market and then wait patiently to react once price satisfies the rules of your strategy. So currently we've identified this demand on our 4 hour time frame. So let's wait and see if price will give us a trading opportunity around this demand zone. So the next pair that we're going to look at is Ethereum, right? So on Ethereum, we are currently on the weekly time frame. So on the weekly time frame, we can see clearly that price gave us a nice retracement last week, right? So if you look at the charts clearly, you see that price gave us a nice retracement last week. So let's see whether we can identify areas of supply and demand on the weekly time frame. So looking at this price action here, we have a level of supply that was created previously at this point, and we also have a level of demand close to it. So from this point, what we are expecting is we would like to see price give us a nice bullish reaction from this point. So once we see a shift in momentum from a bearish perspective to a bullish perspective on the daily and 4 hour time frames, then we can now look forward to taking trading opportunities. So let's head straight to our daily time frame and let's see what price action we have. All right, so we are currently on the daily time frame, and what can we observe? So we can see clearly that, hold on. All right, so we can see clearly that price is currently giving us a bullish trading opportunity, but then price has not yet closed, right? So we have a nice bullish engulfing on the daily time frame. So currently, what we have to do from this point is monitor price action on the 4 hour time frame to see whether price will react to the level of demand. So let's see what we have on the 4 hour time frame. So on the 4 hour time frame, we have a very interesting price action setting up. We have this level of demand that was created on the 4 hour time frame a couple of hours ago. So currently we are expecting to see if price will give us a retracement back to this level of demand again. And if we get a rejection, then we can be looking forward to capitalizing on buy opportunities. Right? So we have to monitor price action around this level of demand that we have here. So it's important to wait patiently for price to close on the daily time frame by 1 a.m. and then monitor price action for entry opportunities based on the rules of your strategy. So let's head over to the next pair that we have on our watch list. So the next pair that we have on our watch list is Bitcoin. right? So Bitcoin, we are currently on the weekly time frame, and what price action can we identify? So on the weekly time frame, let's head over to identifying our level of demand. So we have a level of demand on the weekly time frame, right? And we can see clearly that price came last week to test this level of demand. And this was the lowest point of this first retracement, and you can see price failed to create a lower low at this point. So it's going to be interesting to see how price reacts around this level on the weekly time frame, because this will tell whether price would start a new move back to the upside or whether we would see a further decline in price. So heading over to the daily time frame, what can we identify on BTC USD? So on BTC, we can see clearly that we have a nice level of demand on our daily time frame, right? And price is currently giving us a bullish reaction at our level of demand. So from this point, we'll be monitoring price action when this candle closes. So if this candle should close as a bullish engulfing, then you can be looking forward to capitalizing on the retest and continuation back to the upside again. So let's head over to the 4-hour time frame and let's identify our levels of demand. So on the 4-hour time frame, we have this area of demand that fits exactly to our daily demand, right? So we have a nice confluence here. So what we have to do from this point is we have to monitor price action on the retest of this level of demand. So once price comes back to test this level of demand, then we can be looking forward to taking buy opportunities again. So I'm going to be monitoring price action inside this level, right? So once we get a nice trading opportunity according to the rules of our strategy, then we can be looking forward to taking buy opportunities. So it's always important to wait patiently for price to give you your trade setup, and then you apply your edge, and always know that you have no control over the outcome, right? The only control that you have is the amount that you risk every single time. So this is what I think about these 5 pairs going into this week. So kindly let me know what you think about these pairs by dropping your comments in the chat box below. And also, do not forget to support the creation of more free educational contents for you all by following me on TradingView and also subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you get access to more daily market breakdowns which I send out every single day. So thank you so much for watching. Stay blessed and see you on the next episode.